Muy buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es JOSELYN Mendoza. Primero quiero agradecerle a la vocera del Consejo Municipal del Estado de Nueva York, a Melissa Margaret, por este evento y celebrar a mi comunidad LGBTQ. También quiero saludar a todos los electos que están presentes y a las personas de la audiencia en este día muy especial. Y a mi madre y a mi hermana que están acompañándome en este día. Hace 2 años y medio, un amigo me llevó por primera vez a MENDOZA, New York, una organización comunitaria, donde ahí conocí a 2 personas que me inspiraron a participar en el movimiento. Estas 2 personas que me enseñaron a luchar por mi comunidad y en el movimiento. Estas 2 personas que me enseñaron están aquí presentes y les quiero agradecer mucho a Karina Claudio Betancourt. Gracias a ellos en MENDOZA encontré compañeros que luchan en contra de la discriminación a la comunidad LGBTQ. También después de estar en el movimiento en New York, descubrí un grupo nacional llamado HUMM, que lucha por la comunidad inmigrante e indocumentada. Y en ellos he estado luchando por la comunidad transgénero, para que no nos abusen en los centros de detención y para que nos reconozcan que venimos huyendo de la violencia de nuestros países. Y necesitamos una reforma migratoria que incluya a toda la comunidad LGBT. También quiero agradecer a todos mis compañeros y compañeras de lucha, en especial a Natalia Aristizábal, a Vianey García y al staff de MENDOZA, New York, y agradecerle a Carlos Padilla, a Bruce Cerda, a Yamila, a Matos Quiroga, que han creído en mí y me han apoyado. Gracias a estas personas y a muchos más he participado en acciones nacionales, resaltando las voces de mujeres indocumentadas y translatinas como yo. Y ahora estoy segura de que debo seguir luchando y demandando para que en especial la comunidad transgénero viva con respeto y dignidad. Gracias.
Good evening to all. First of all, I'd like to thank my spokesperson in the Municipal Council in New York, Melissa Margaret, for this event and for celebrating my LGBTQ community. I also want to say hello to the elected officials that are present and to the people in the audience, especially my mother, my sister, who are accompanying me in this such important day. 2.5 years ago, a friend took me for the first time to Make the Road New York, a community organization where I met 2 people that inspired me to participate in this movement. These 2 people taught me to fight for my community, which is here present, and they are here present. And I want to thank Karina Claudio Betancourt and Ivan Guerrero. Thanks to them and Make the Road, I found partners that fight against discrimination in the LGBTQ community. Also, after being in this movement in New York, I discovered a national movement called QUIP that fights for the immigrant community and the immigrant and undocumented community. With them, I have been fighting for the transgender community so that they're not abused at detention centers, so that they can recognize that we've been fleeing from violence in our own countries and we need migratory reform that includes the entire LGBTQ community. My partners in the fight, especially Natalia Aristizabal, Vianney Garcia, and the staff at Make the Road New York. I want to thank Carlos Padilla, Brooke Cerda, and all of the people that have believed in me and supported me. Thanks to these people and many that have participated in national action, where we highlighted the voices of undocumented women and trans Latinas like me. And now I am sure that I will continue fighting and demanding, especially so that the transgender community can live with dignity and respect.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the City Council member Daniel DROMM, Chair of the City Council Education. Daniel founded the Queens Lesbian and Gay Pride Committee and organized the borough's first LGBT Pride Parade and Festival, which is still going strong. In fact, all are welcome to join the City Council at the 2015 Queens Pride Parade this Sunday. Danny co-founded the Queens chapter of Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, PFLAG, as well as the Generation Q Youth Services Program in Astoria and the Queens Pride House. So please join me in welcoming Council Member Daniel DROMM.
Thank you, George, and thank you for your leadership, and thank you for serving as a role model for so many LGBT youth. And thank you for the work that you have done around the issue of Japanese internment in camps in this country, and for telling people the truth about what was like, and for making the connection for us as LGBT people about why it is so important for us to fight for all of us. We're all in this together, and George, thank you very much for all that you have done. And I want to thank Susan Margarito as well, and I don't know if you heard, because in passing she mentioned that we're fighting to get included into the City Council's budget, into the DOE's budget, a liaison for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community in the Department of Education, because that is so strongly needed for somebody to coordinate our efforts to be sure that we are viewed as real people in the Department of Education. And the speaker referred to herself as being an honorary member of the gay community. I want to crown her as a true gay activist. I also want to take mention that Gene Walsh, one of the founders of Fireflag, is here. Gene, let's give Gene a big round of applause. One of the early gay activists, Gene. Proud to join my colleagues in honoring award-winning journalist and LGBT activist Andy HUMM, whose many contributions. Let's give her a round of applause. Whose contributions to the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender history are phenomenal. And history has been a big thing. As the chair of the Education Committee in the City Council, we need people to understand our history, especially in the light of the expected decision by the Supreme Court. We didn't just wake up one day and have marriage equality. It took years and years and years of struggle, and that's why I nominated Andy for this award. Andy and I first met in 1975 at a Dignity New York meeting, and soon became active in the Coalition for Lesbian and Gay, soon became active in Catholics for Lesbian and Gay Rights, a subgroup of Dignity New York. Andy is never afraid of taking on religious oppression of the LGBT community and has co-led many demonstrations in front of St. Patrick's Cathedral, protesting the Roman Catholic Church's marginalization of LGBT Catholics. Also, for several years, Andy and I have worked together with fellow Irish activists like Brendan Fay, who's here as well, as to allow an Irish gay group, not an NBC group, an Irish gay group, to march down Fifth Avenue. Thanks to Andy's tireless work, there have been small but significant changes in the parade committee's policy, which gives me hope that we will see a fully inclusive St. Patrick's Day parade in Manhattan very soon, hopefully next week. Especially like the Patrick Ireland being persuaded from that. It was in these very chambers that Andy helped lead one of the most important fights for gay and lesbian rights in the city of New York. Andy worked strategically with people like Betty Santora, Joyce Hunter, and other activists to help usher in the passage of the New York City Gay Rights Bill, which banned discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation in housing, employment, and public accommodations. Passage of the bill was anything but easy. It took 15 years and many attempts, and a lot of screaming and yelling and taking over of these very chambers. But Andy's determination helped bring it to the floor for a vote and ensure its passage by a wide margin. Every gay person owes Andy HUMM a debt of gratitude for this law which brought much needed protection to thousands of LGBT New Yorkers. Through his work with the TV news show, Gay USA, and as a writer for Gay City News, Andy has dedicated himself to chronicling our community's rich history. He has covered virtually every major LGBT and HIV/AIDS news stories in the past 4 decades. Andy never shies away from speaking truth to power and has used his profession to challenge lawmakers and other people in power to do right by LGBT New Yorkers. I applaud Andy for his courage and thank him for serving as the conscience of our movement over the years. Andy's work over the last 4 decades laid the foundation for all the rights we possess today. From his work as a human rights activist to his distinguished career as a journalist, Andy has made history. I am so pleased to call him my friend and to present this award to him. Thank you, Andy, for all you have done, and happy birthday.
Everyone this way first.